Hey you guys, this is Rachel. For my video, I'm going to be referencing one website in particular, and this website here is one I go to often, and it's called Fanfiction.net. Basically, this site is a place where people can read and or post stories that are connected with something they're a fan of. And I guess it can be considered to be fairly niche-like as far as its audience. I think it depends. I only stumbled across it by accident some years ago. And I guess if you become really into something to the point where you're looking up everything to do with it, like your favorite characters, you might just have this pop up on your radar. So, what I'm going to cover today is going to involve internet technology a bit, and in particular, two of these things that we've come to expect from a good website, such as it anticipates an audience wants and needs, and has successful data management. This site does some good anticipating of its audience, and is very obliging toward its readers' potential wants. I'll break down the various ways it can do this. For example, here on the home page we have the general browsing categories. Here in regular fanfiction you can choose from anime, books, movies, cartoons, comics, TV shows, you name it. And just to explain, crossover fanfiction would be where you want maybe characters from one universe of a book to meet characters from maybe a movie. We're going to choose books, and you have a page come up where all the books are listed in alphabetical order. You can choose to filter by a letter, or you can just scroll down. I'm going to choose a very popular one everyone should know about, Harry Potter, and there are over 588,000 stories for Harry Potter, which, due to the sheer popularity and number of stories Harry Potter has, the categorizing options this site offers are very helpful, because it would be very hard to find a story you want to read by just looking through all 500,000 of these. So say you want to pick a certain genre you want to read. You can scroll down, say I'll just pick romance, want to rate it a certain one, we'll just keep it for T. I want it English so I can read it. Length, I don't really care, it doesn't have to be long. Characters, you can pick what characters you want to focus on. I'll pick Draco, and to make it interesting, because it's always entertaining, Hermione. You can also choose to have a story that's currently in progress, or have one that's already all the way done. And you can even specify something that's just based on the books, the movies, or if you don't care, don't even choose it. Click Go. And now, the number of stories here are dramatically reduced. Now, all of these categories that you've chosen will be fulfilled, and these will be listed in order of which one has the most recent update, the recent chapter. Let's pick the first one, and from here, say if you created an account on here, you don't even have to necessarily post stories, but if you created an account, you can add different stories and authors to your favorites, and even maybe a story alert. That way you get an email every time they post a new chapter, which is really awesome. And you can have the option also to review stories, tell the authors what you think, give them constructive criticism or praise. You can even go to different authors' pages and see what else they've written. Now, if you're someone like me who has an account and reads a vast amount of stories and favorites a lot of them, I have this massive list. And the site also allows me to categorize it when I'm looking for a certain one, to want to go back and read a new chapter, organize it by author, category, or most helpful, update date, so I can see which ones have updated and have a new chapter up. So, after talking about the main categorizing options the site offers, and seeing the sheer numbers of stories that can be under one category alone, this brings us to the topic of data management. Although this site is simplistic in design, it does a fairly good job of managing all of these stories by allowing a semi-thorough categorization. So then, for digital professionals who perhaps have a lot of content available on their sites, managing data is key so that there is less chance of viewers becoming frustrated if they can't find what they want to find. And also, it's good to note that anticipating audience wants and needs is not just about what they want now, but about what they will want in the future. Finally then, what does this mean for our culture at large? Being that we use technology that is increasingly fast, we're also becoming increasingly impatient as a result. We want to find what we're looking for with relative ease and not take the whole day to do it. So then, sites have to have a good idea of what we're looking for in the first place, or anticipating us, and they also have to have effective categorization in place so that their data is managed properly. And lastly, we're not going to want to wait around all day for a page to load, so effective design is also necessary for pages so that they're not so overloaded that they take a certain amount of download time. This is it for my video. Thank you very much for watching.